There are 6 struggles that you're going to have when you are selling MSP services. I am making this video to make you aware of them, but not only that, I'm going to give you tips, tricks, and how to address all of them so that way you struggle less. Now, just about every sale falls into one of these 6. So by the time you're done, you are going to be significantly more prepared to deal with them as time comes up. My name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com. We help MSPs grow, whether it's sales training, marketing, or even business operations. Now, before I get into today's video, I do have to mention one quick thing. If you're listening to this on podcast, MSP Heroes, available on Apple or Spotify, there will be a link down below. So if you're driving, don't worry about it. There will be links there. And if you are watching this video, I appreciate it. There are links down in the video description. That's all I got for you as far as that kind of stuff goes. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of the video. We have to go through and we have to, before we find leads, because we want leads. That's probably why you're watching this video, or to address those things. We have to know who we are actually targeting. It is wildly important because we can't use tools, we can't use tips, tricks, or anything like that if we don't know who we're actually targeting. So I've already made a buyer persona. I know some of you guys have already had it and have had incredible success with it, but go and get yourself a buyer persona. In this case, I've made one. You have to create your dream client. Now, if you're already working with your dream client, that is fantastic. If you're not, don't worry about it. You could go through and make up your dream customer. If you'd like to go get it, it is at growth-generators.com/resources. It's right towards the top. You'll see a buyer persona worksheet. But go through the demographics. Who do you really want to target? Is it somebody in the organization? Is it the business owner? Is it the CTO, the CFO? Whomever you plan to target. Maybe it's a CCO, Chief Compliance Officer. That is a thing. There are people that are purely in charge of compliance in businesses. You have to know who you're targeting as you go through this, because this is going to be the basis of who you are going to find and how you're going to end up generating your leads. You have to understand and know the market. Now, I always recommend trying to niche down because you're going to learn a ton as time goes on. And over that period of time, you're going to become an expert in that industry. You're going to learn more. You're going to know how to deal with certain things more. And by doing that, you increase the value to yourself, but also to future prospects. But where do we find prospects? Where do we find leads? There's got to be some place for it, because the number one thing I hear is, how do I generate more leads? The first thing you have to do is, like I said, you got to go through and fill out the MSP buyer persona. I will leave a direct link down to this down below. But after that, we have to be able to tell systems who we want to go target. Now, you guys probably already know I love a platform called LeadScrape. I don't believe I'm even an affiliate for it, but LeadScrape is truly a fantastic platform. I've been using it for years, way before I was an affiliate, if I even am an affiliate for it. It scrapes the internet for data. It is super cheap, especially compared to a bunch of other options out there. You download it, it runs locally on your computer, and you can grab hundreds, if not thousands, of prospects for your dream client. It is worth it. I have it on my computer currently. I'm not going to go through that. That'll be another video. Now, if you don't want to use LeadScrape, you want something a little more modern, a little more sleek, and you want that information immediately, you can check out Apollo.io. I think now I am an official affiliate of Apollo, but Apollo is another great platform. You can basically go in, you can say, hey, I want to meet or I want to talk to these kinds of people. And the nice part is Apollo does a lot. Not only is it going to feed you the leads, but it's also going to do a ton of other areas where you're going to see, just like it showed, those sequences. You can send emails. I believe you can even make phone calls directly through their platform as well. I haven't done that feature yet, but sending out those emails. At this point, it's really about getting those leads and generating those leads. Now, there's other ways to do this as well. You can go to your local chamber of commerce. You can go to industry-specific networking groups, LeTip, BNI, other professional groups out there, or even go check out meetup.com. There are tons of groups, tons of organizations out there that you can go meet your ideal customer. So that is struggle number one, is finding those leads. And I've just given you the process of actually going and finding those leads. Number two is building trust and credibility. It's hard. You are literally going to another business and saying, hey, I want you to give me money in return for my services. Well, they might not know who you are, and that's normal. It'd be maybe not weird, but they may or may not know. But in most cases, they might not know who you are, and that's to be expected. So to build trust and credibility, I pulled up one of my favorite websites, VC3, and you can actually go in here and see not only the services that they offer, they talk about the industries that they offer, but if you go to resources, we have case studies here. We have news, we have guides, and we have blog articles. These, while they don't explicitly say, hey, we have these to build trust and credibility, guess what? It builds trust and credibility. People want to be able to go through and see, who have you worked with? Why have you worked with them? What is so great about it? They talk all about it. Writing a good case study, believe it or not, is not that hard. You can have ChatGPT help you write a case study, but you need to have a success story. If you don't have one already, don't worry about it. I'm not saying make one up, but I promise you at some point or another, you have helped somebody with their computer system, whether that's a business or a person. You can make a case study about that. Remember, baby steps. You're not going to be targeting giant companies right off the rip. You are starting out, but you need to build that trust and credibility, and other people see that, and that helps tremendously. Yes, there's always a risk in a sale, but having that is really, really important for it. Now, one of the things that I do highly recommend, which you guys already know, I love Go High Level. And the nice part is if you've already spoken to this person and you're talking to them, engaging with them, however it actually is that you're talking to them, you can build in Go High Level email sequences that after you have that first interaction, they get case studies, they get YouTube videos, they get social media posts, they get blog posts that you're making to help prove that you are a trustworthy and credible company. This is going to alleviate a lot of that pressure because you don't want them sitting at the other end of the table and saying, should I actually give you money? I don't know. Is it? No. You might leave that room after your first analysis of what's going on, and you can have your system start sending them, hey, this is what we do, this is how we do it, why we specialize in this area, and that is going to help build your trust and credibility. Now, that is number two. Number three is actually differentiating yourself from competitors. And guess what? Believe it or not, if we go over here, that buyer persona is really, really important because that buyer persona is going to help you differentiate yourself from competitors. It shows that you have a perfect client. Not only does it show that you have a perfect client, putting on your website industries that you want to help. Now, VC3 is a gigantic MSP, but they talk about businesses, municipalities, local government services, healthcare, manufacturing, aerospace. If you're just starting out, one, maybe two industries, nothing more, because all of these have to have pages and lead captures on them, and it adds too much. Plus, if you were to bring on every potential client under the sun or everybody with a computer, you're going to go crazy trying to learn different programs, how they work, what's important there. You have to develop a unique selling proposition, and this can easily be done with your website by clearly telling people who you work with, why you work with them, how you work with them, and also increasing that trust and credibility like we see here with the blog posts, with the case studies, the guides, the news, and the events. And especially if all of these relate directly to your dream customer, now you can make real magic happen. You're differentiating yourself from every other competitor in the area because you're speaking directly to that client. Now, Number 4 is pricing and value proposition. I'm just going to keep myself small in the corner, but I truly believe that pricing does matter, but it's not as important as you think it is, but showing the value that you provide. Now, if you want, I've already made a pricing masterclass. You're welcome to go through it. I will leave a link down below. This pricing masterclass, I forget exactly how long it is, but it's a ton of information. Through that masterclass, in about 20 minutes or so, you will get your pricing sheet where you can punch in your numbers and get what you should be charging very, very quickly, because pricing is super confusing and people talk. You don't want one competitor to say, well, they're charging me this much, but you're getting a price for this much. You want to know how much you're actually charging. You want to know why you're actually charging that amount. And you want to be able to show the customer, hey, we have pricing plans. We charge this, we charge this, we charge this for this vertical, and why we come up with those different prices. You have to be able to explain that and show the value of what you do. Everything that I've talked about so far shows the customer the value that you actually provide when it comes to your services. They want to know that they're spending money with a reputable, trustworthy company that's going to do a great job. And businesses usually understand you have to make money to grow. They understand that you have to make a profit, but you have to show the value of that for them to actually get them to say, hey, here is the money. Number 5 is objection handling. Now, I've talked a ton on objections in this channel, so I'd highly recommend taking a moment, hitting that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell, so the next time I release that video, I will put some videos down below for objections. But the absolute best thing that you can do when it comes to objections is practice. You don't see professional baseball players, as boring of a sport as that might be, going up there and it's their first time swinging a bat. They are experts at their craft. You have to be an expert at sales, whether or not you want to be. And you know that objections are going to happen. It would be crazy not to think that objections are going to happen. But the best thing that you can do is understand why people are giving you objections, and 2, practice handling those objections. Role play with a friend. Come hang out with us in MSP Heroes. We do live coaching calls twice a week. You can come in there, ask questions, role play, find a peer, find a business friend and say, hey, can you give me objections? They will give that to you, and practice. I have spent thousands of hours practicing and role playing with colleagues, with friends, with clients. It is the best thing ever. I truly recommend. And if you're like, Harrison, I don't know where to go, hang out with us in the Discord, growth-generators.com/Discord. It is available on the website. I'll show you where it is if you'd like to go. Find a buddy in there. Under resources, you can go click on Discord. It'll bring you right to the Discord. But genuinely, jump in there. I saw Harrison's video. Does anybody want to role play sales? I promise you there's other people that would love to practice with you, myself included. If I'm around, I would love to jump in there and role play if I have some time to spend with you. But truly, it is so worth investing the time that it takes to be ready for a sales objection. They are going to come. The best salespeople get objections, but it's how you handle them that will give you the most success. And number 6, the most important, other than hitting that like button, subscribe button, and notification bell, is asking for the sale, closing the sale. You have to do it. I cannot tell you how many people, whether it's housework, whether it's business relationships, that don't ask for the sale. If you don't ask, they are not going to say, hey, take my money, please, unless you are selling something that is so good that it sells itself, which I hate to say it, in most cases that is never going to happen. You have to ask for the sale. I would love for you to join MSP Heroes to improve your MSP. I know it's crazy to do on a YouTube video, but genuinely, I want you to join the membership. It is so worth it. We get raving testimonials that I absolutely stink at posting online all the time. But you have to be the one that asks for the sale. You've made it through the whole process. They're going to say, let me think about it. Guess what? That's an objection. They say price is too high. Guess what? That's an objection. Practicing and being ready for those, having the confidence to say, hey, we've gone through this entire process. I think you guys will be a really good fit for my business. I think I might be a really good fit for your business. Would you like to move forward with us? Would you like to start services with us? When would you like to move forward? However you want to phrase it, but I can't tell you. I wish I had hair to pull out. The amount of people that don't actually ask for a sale is crazy. You have to go through the process. And a video is coming on the sales process, and I'm going to do probably something mock. I'm trying to do something local with videos, but it's a process of doing all this to actually record the whole thing. It is in the works, but you have to ask for a sale. I cannot tell you how many people I've shadowed, how many people I've coached, how many people I've just been hey, this is a new training employee hiding in the background, and I've seen it, and they don't ask for the sale. Please ask for the sale. You've done all of the hard work. You've found the leads. You've built the case studies. You've built the trust. You've practiced role playing. You're differentiating yourself from competitors. You've added tons of value. And then you don't ask for the sale? It's the most important thing out of these. You have to ask or you're never going to get it. So I hope these 6 struggles, I know that you're going to end up dealing with them. I hope this video has at least prepared you for the time that it actually comes. If you want to come hang out with us, there is a link down below for MSP Heroes. There is tons of content in the resources page, including the including the buyer persona, including the pricing sheet if you'd like to go grab them. But genuinely, you are the controller of the sale. You want the business. Ask for it, prepare, be ready, and you will kill it. I appreciate the heck out of you for watching this video. I appreciate the support as always. I love the heck out of you guys, and I will see you guys on the next video.